right. We live. We're gonna have to take a minute here. Hopefully it's framed up right. We can't tell. We gotta, and I can't verify shit through my phone because
where you found that, brother?
My phone is dead over there.
That's crazy.
My phone is dead. Let me get my other phone. Hold on. We decided to do a little different this time. Should.
Oh man, I'm dog boy. I'm a spot, bro.
Let me bring the camera up close.
Man, y'all ain't got no.
It ain't you. Let me see what that. When I bring it up close, it's gone.
Yeah, you taking you out the frame though, my brother.
So let me do it like this here. We gonna get it right. They gonna see it.
You gonna move
for a minute, yeah.
Okay, that's better.
Right, yeah, that's better. All right, good people. You're live with Slow Burn. You're also on my personal page, and also you are. Dre gonna have to share it into the groups because, like I say,
there are a lot of places, brother. There are a lot of places.
My phone's dead. But we decided to come downtown and do it. One, we got a big shipping operation going on in the office right now.
True.
That I don't want to interrupt, or I may end up having to do myself. So, and I'm trying to stay out the office right now until all that shipping stuff we got going on has been complete. But the reason why we're doing this here in the alley in downtown Waco, and our office is full of boxes and cigars and all that, is for a very special reason. It's because of MSquare Legends Cigars has launched their second cigar, and kind of tell us, man, the slogan of the company. By the way, this is Dre Maxwell, the owner of MSquare Legends Cigars.
Yes, sir.
The slogan of the company is there's a story behind every smoke. And so everyone knows the success of the Big Bill and what he did, that his first release. And again, I want to always pay homage to the Big Bill because it was our first partnership of being his online distributor, and the community supported it to the point to where the Big Bill is a ghost now. It's almost
it's a ghost. It's a ghost. And it's funny, Rock. I used to joke about it. I wanted to make the Big Bill not so, it's not so, how can you say, I didn't want everybody to be able to have it. I want it to be kind of rare, and it got too rare now. I mean, it's extinct. So that wasn't my plan for the Big Bill to just completely leave. But man, after a while, we just kind of exhausted all the inventory that we could have, dealing with a small roller, a small company. We just couldn't keep up with the demand. And now we ran into some customer issues. So now we're definitely dead on the Big Bill. So,
Well, again, and you have plans for that. We won't get into that until later, but tell us why we're here downtown and why there's cigars all over my office and boxes all over my office. And Keisha's and my mother-in-law is inundated with shipping labels.
They working. They working hard. So basically, I came with the second release. When the Big Bill became unavailable, for a while I was frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Really didn't do nothing. Really disappeared off the lines for a whole minute. And then I got myself together and said, Dre, you got 4 or 5 cigars lined up. You know what I'm saying? Move forward. Then I was able to get in contact with ROCF, with Ishmael from Rodriguez Alabama Cigar Factory, and we made it happen. So the Wild Bull 5168 have been something that's been really heavy on me for a while now, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna release the cigar on September the 1st, just to kind of, pay homage to my wife on her birthday. Wasn't able to get it out on September 1st because shipping happens. Not, crap happens, but shipping happens.
Yeah.
And so we kind of had some mix up with the shipping with the bands. You know what I'm saying? The cigars was here. I got to enjoy a couple of them, but the bands wasn't here, and I refused to sell a naked cigar. So, so we got them released. I think we're working on 24 hours right now, Rock. I think it was about this time yesterday.
Yeah, and again, I got the word sometime around this time.
Yep.
Yesterday, you gave me the okay to go ahead and put them on the site, and you'll deliver them over there shortly. And as soon as we got them and we put them on the site, people started buying. And, we had out. I wasn't initially gonna put boxes available because normally we don't sell boxes of cigars.
Right.
And matter of fact, Keisha and I was like, hey, we don't usually sell boxes of cigars. Remember, we said we weren't gonna sell boxes. And I said, but this is a special circumstance, being that it is MSquare Legends Cigars. And so I went ahead and put boxes available, and as soon as we started putting them up, people started buying them. So I don't suspect you will be in the same situation as the Big Bill.
No.
However, while supplies last, you might as well go ahead and purchase the Wild Bull 5168 because people are buying them in bulk.
Yes.
They're buying them by the box. Now there are also people buying 1s and 2s and 3s, which is natural. But in this particular situation, I've noticed that they're buying boxes, and that's something that normally we don't sell. And so,
well, I'll say this: I think because of the success of the Big Bill and people trusting MSquare Legends Cigars, what we produce. I think because what we did with the Big Bill. I think because of the success of the Big Bill.
Hold on, man. I'm just looking at
MSquare Legends Cigars. What we produce. I think because
I'm messing the whole live up by being. Anyway, I was looking at us on Slow Burn just to see if I could follow some comments, and so I guess I'm not gonna be able to unless I turn you down. But that's what I do. I turn your volume down.
Yeah.
That way we can follow comments. So go ahead.
So basically, with the success of the Big Bill, man, a lot of our customers and repeat customers of the Big Bill kind of trust what we do at MSquare Legends Cigars, man. So I've been really talking this cigar up, and I wasn't doing it just to talk, but I knew because of the blend I was doing with this cigar, the route I was taking with this cigar using premium tobacco, I knew this cigar would be a home run. You know what I'm saying? And I've never sold boxes. And I am pleasantly surprised in the number of box sales I got. I will tell you that one of my main brick and mortars, he ordered today, so he should have boxes and singles in stock tomorrow. So look, it's getting out there. It's getting out there. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a busy day.
But that's good, man. I like I say, I'm happy to partner with you on this endeavor. I know, like I say, it's your dream, your vision, your cigar brand. But as a retailer, all of our brands are partners in the business with us.
Right.
As a brand, you understand you can't function now without retailers. As a retailer, I understand that I can't. Don't wait for us to promote your cigar.
Oh no!
You go out and promote the cigar and the brand itself, and that gives us a great opportunity to feature the cigar. And the customer, when they comes to us, they know about the brand already. We don't have to explain the brand. We don't have to tell them what it is because you and your company have done such a great job of painting a narrative of what MSquare Legends Cigars means and the story behind each smoke.
Right, and Rockin', it go hands in hand. You're a cigar retailer and you got, a couple of hundred, maybe 300, SKUs of cigars in there, and I completely understand that. So as a retailer, you can't commit retailer suicide by promoting one item. You have to promote your shop overall. So it's my job as a brand owner, and a marketer to make sure that everybody know what my brand is. Now, I want them to buy 1 or 2 cigars from you, other brands, but I want them to buy boxes of MSquare Legends. Now, I'm partial in that way now. Now, I'm not going to come on there and be saying, hey, Rock got that Macanudo, go check him out. No, he got an MSquare Legends. Now, if you go visit that website, slowburnwaco.com, they got a great website with a lot of great cigars on there, a lot of great information. But at the end of the day, make sure you buy that MSquare Legends first.
Yeah, again, you guys came on the cigar scene with a blast. Like when you first came out with the Big Bill, like I said, you mentioned it to me, but I had no idea how well thought out you had and how much research you had put into becoming a cigar brand. And then by the time you laid it all out for me, I was just like, the little advice that I had was,
Right.
you had already thought it all the way through, man. And it's really, really important, regardless of whatever business you're in, that everybody does the research and know what you're going into. And that's something I admired about you, is that you knew what business you were going to and you knew what you wanted to be in the business.
Well, I can tell you this here, the foundation that I built my company on is basically the foundation that I use when I started my vision. Is when I get a stick, it's a physical meditation to me. You know what I'm saying? I get a stick, man, I get by myself. I work nights, so a lot of times when I'm off, I'm up late at night, my wife and my kids are asleep, and I get out there, you know what I'm saying, wherever I'm at, and I light that stick, man, and then that stick just take me places. I do some of my best thinking, man, when I'm out there with that physical meditation. So for that hour and a half, 2 hours, man, my mind is clicking like no one else. So once I went to the DR and visited the DR, and I knew doing cigars was a possibility, then I started to do my homework. I started to research. I started to actually request to go on the cigar pages, not even having a cigar yet, and not even as a smoker. I wanted to go on and I wanted to see the boutique owners, and I wanted to see what they was doing and how they was marketing and the way they was moving. I would look at their lives, man, and take little pieces of their lives, and then I would try to take away the negative and add the positive. So what I come up with, give you 25, 30 minutes, fully information live, get it to you quick, add and share it, and get it out there. You know what I'm saying? And be completely transparent on everything I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a success, man. But like I said, I want to thank you and Keisha, man, because y'all gave me a platform to reach. I think we're in like 28 states now, less than 6 months. So, I mean, without slowburnwaco.com, I'm not there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, it's a partnership for us, man, because like I said, we're a small mom and pop shop, and we don't have the marketing or advertising budget that some of the bigger cigar outlets have. We are not a traditional brick and mortar, though we do sell cigars here locally. We are not a traditional brick and mortar. 75 to 80% of our business is done online, and people who are not residents of Waco and McLennan County. So we ship most of our cigars. We would like to do more curbside business if possible, but it's just a matter of getting the word out there. And I can honestly say that through your release of the big bill, more and more customers were actually doing walk-up and curbside business with us, because a lot of those customers were people from your hometown, people who come to Waco to visit, and they were like, hey, where can I get the cigar? And you would direct them to us, the website, and they would order curbside. So like I say, it's a great partnership for us, because you have a vested interest in our success, and certainly Keisha and I want you to be uber successful in your effort. And again, there are other brick and mortars that you'll be rolling your cigar out to, so that you can walk up into and buy. I think, and so we don't want to discourage that. But if you want to deliver it online, if you're unable to make it to Marlin or one of the brick and mortars here locally, you're definitely able to come to slowburnwaco.com and pick up a Wild Bull, man. It's a beautiful cigar. I hope it shows up really well on the camera here. But this is a beautiful band, man. This is a absolutely fabulous band that you have put together here. Can you tell me about the band? People will see the band in greater detail if you go to our website, slowburnwaco.com. But can you just kind of tell me what you did? Such a good job with the big bill and putting little intricate details in there that were really unique to the story behind the smoke. What are some of the things you did with the Wild Bull that were in that same way?
The Wild Bull, everything is really done within the logo. That's where all the small details is done. So if you actually look at the logo, and because of the logo, a lot of time it'll take you away from everything else. But the logo is actually a bulldog and a wildcat that blended.
Okay.
So if you look at it, it's a bulldog and a wildcat that's blended. And so that's what I talk about.
It's a Wild Bull.
It's a Wild Bull. You know what I'm saying? And so when I first started with the Wild Bull, and I came up with the naming of the cigar, and you start to go into it, everybody wanted to think when you say Wild Bull, they were gonna see something like that was on like the Slits can or something like that. A bull running wild in the field, or a mad bull. And that wasn't what I was going for. I was going for a wildcat and a Bulldog, and I had to get them blended. Matthew Swartz did a great job of actually putting this together, man, and getting this done for me. So just a quick story, like I say, if this is the first time you've ever hearing the story behind the smoke on the Wild Bull 5168, basically just real quick, in 1951, the black community, they built a brand new school on South Commerce in Marlin. Now it have been renamed now to BTW Parkway. You know what I'm saying? Which well deserved. School put out a lot of pillars of the community. People that still
That's Booker T. Washington for y'all.
Booker T. Washington Wildcats. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of pros out the school. We got some great educators out the school. But in 1968, I have to say this, man, there was a lot going on in the world in '68. Marlin High School and Booker T. Washington did not need each other. Both have been very successful athletically and academically. They didn't need each other. But to make things like it should be, we integrated. You know what I'm saying? So that was born the Wild Bull 5168. So that's my story behind the smoke. And like I asked anybody, what did you integrate? What did you blend? You know what I'm saying? What did you bring together that didn't need each other necessarily, but it was successful?
And as you talk about that, each school's independence allowed them to flourish once they did merge. And as we talk about our partnership in business is about that. I believe wholeheartedly, Dre, you would be successful as a brand owner even if Slow Burn didn't exist. Right. And then I sincerely believe Keisha and I would have a certain level of success even if MSquare Legends didn't exist.
Without a doubt.
But because we both are independent businessmen that are willing to live up to our own obligations.
There you go.
And our own partnership with one another, we put our minds, our hearts, our efforts together, and we are able to help each other and assist each other go probably further than we would be, especially when you talk about the amount of time that we're both in the business together. You know, you sold, thousands of cigars at this point, and I think we allowed you to reach those goals
without a doubt.
Before you probably would have if you had been doing it just by yourself, independent on people in the cigar business that you didn't have a relationship with. So that's an example of two independent men and women or families, so to speak, that come together and do something great, man. And I want to talk about something, and I like getting messy,
Okay.
And so I won't say names. I'll put your ears on. Put your ears on. There's a lot of grifting going on in the cigar community right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is you have people in the cigar community that are posing as part of the cigar community and going into business and using those relationships to take advantage of people that are already in the cigar business.
Mm-hmm.
And my concern is that people who are legitimately in the business, who've put their own bread up, like me and you, right? In some cases, may be grouped with those people who are out here grifting and running game on people.
Right.
And so I just want y'all to be mindful of this. You don't have a brand if you ain't put your own money up.
No.
If you ain't put your own bread up, you don't have a brand.
If you're
not buying cigars and then selling them, you're not a retailer.
True.
So
all I can tell you is if you're buying your bands from Etsy, Amazon, and you're taking a band that should be, wishing you well on your marriage or your 50th anniversary, and you're just trying to doctor that band up, you're not a brand. It's all I can tell you is, man, there's a way you can try to get in this game through the side door. You can go through the back door if you want, but all I'm gonna tell you is that eventually it'll all play out. And when it play out, it's done. So if I got a cigar that's over here and I'm just doing what I'm doing, when it's time for me to go somewhere else like ROCF and I don't have my blend, what do I have?
Nothing.
You don't have anything. So my thing is, like I say, Rock, I really stay away from the negativity, man. I do what I do. I tell people this all the time. Do your homework. Do your homework. check my background, and now that I'm really happy about this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now being with ROCF, go do your homework. Look at my manufacturer. I can tell you this who manufactured my cigar. Which on the first cigar I was kind of iffy because of the way I found the roller and the way he was rolling, and not that he was doing anything illegal, but he was moonlighting, people. Let's just be honest. He was moonlighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had another job and he was moonlighting on the side with mine, and he did a great job, man. And I think if he ever went out on his own, he would be a hell of a guy. But here's where the moonlighting catch up with you. You don't have import license. You don't have export license. And when everything comes down, you can't get what I need into the country. You know, and let's just be honest. So the Big Bill 2.0 will be released, and it will be manufactured by ROCF, and it'll be back, and it'll be bigger and better than ever. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if you is one of the people that's waiting on the Big Bill, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We probably gonna come up with a text number that you text as soon as the Big Bill available for sale. We're gonna have you. So just stay tuned for that. You know.
Yeah, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm going into negativity when I'm talking about this. But what I want to say is that what Dre and I are doing is possible. You can do it as well. You can take the same steps that we took and create your own brands and become a retailer yourself. But you don't have to take any shortcuts.
No.
You don't.
No.
You don't have to take any shortcuts. You don't have to stiff customers. You don't have to for the lack of a better word, not live up to your obligations to the people who assist you in business. You don't have to, again, Dre has a story that he's told once or twice, and I won't ask him to pull it out this time, but he initially got the ball rolling and spent somewhere close to $1,000 with somebody who never delivered what they had promised.
I got construction paper. But Rock, what it did, man, it taught me to be a better businessman. It taught me to do my due diligence. It taught me to understand and be willing to ask all the tough questions up front of the person that I'm willing to give my money to. So if you're not willing to be transparent with me and answer all the difficult questions up front, then maybe what I'm trying to do is not for me and you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I have no ill feelings against the guy. You made me a better dude, you know what I'm saying? So, I wish him well, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is when it all catch up, it's really sad because the guy really could have done something really big in the cigar community because he had that following. But now, you can see it now and it's falling off, man, like rocks off a cliff, you know what I'm saying? So, but
no, like I say, and you realize this when that's one of the deals that one of the things you pointed out is that when you go into this business, do your homework, talk to not just one person.
No.
Talk to many people. And through talking to many people, you will find out who's reputable, who has a good reputation, who has a poor reputation, and you'll find a baseline for how you should go into it. Again, you can always use me as a resource, and I'm pretty sure Dre is open to provide information as well.
And I've had several people that reached out to me, man, from several different states, through Messenger, through emails, asking me, how, kind of the steps that I took. But at the end of the day, man, you can have a great product and you can be with a great manufacturer like ROCF, and you can have a great distributor like slowburnwaco.com. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to get out there and market yourself, or if you're not willing to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to market yourself, then your cigar is not going anywhere. What you're going to have is a humidor full of cigars that you're going to eventually smoke up. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, you have to be willing to get out there and market yourself. And that's one thing I can say about me. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? So, that's some money that I didn't have to spend. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody didn't have the marketing ability that I do, then they would have to go out and spend a lot of money with a person like me to market your product. You know
Absolutely. What you do in marketing for your cigar, you're right, is worth thousands. And I'm not talking about just getting on live talking about your cigar. I'm talking about the design aspects of it.
Which is me.
Yeah, I'm talking about the narrative, the story behind the smoke.
That's
you
me.
Understand what I'm saying? Like you're talking about, you have entire marketing teams that come up with the brand idea and the rollout for the brand. and you do that all in house. And so that's a talent that you have. So I know you make it look easy, but be mindful for those guys out there that want to create a brand, want to get in the cigar business, right? All those, if you don't possess those talents, you're gonna have to purchase.
You gotta pay for that.
You're gonna have to pay for those talents.
You gotta pay for that.
Can't. And at the end of the day, unless you pay somebody to do it, you can't depend on anybody else doing it for you as a gift or again. I have a lot of friends, man, a lot of friends who smoke cigars, right? And they have their lives or whatever. But I can't depend on them to share and invite customers and tell people about our business, whatever, because they have lives that they live and things that they're interested in,
right,
that are beyond cigars and beyond our friendship. So you have to be committed to always getting in front of the customer somehow, some way, so that you can present your product to the masses.
That's true.
Again, I learned a lot from you, Dre, in the way that you market, and I use a lot of that even in our marketing of slowburnwaco.com.
And like I say, man, I'm a person that really studies, especially lives, you know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody's actually doing a very productive live. And I've looked at a lot of your lives, Rock, and was able to take some of the things that you were saying and use some of the educational stuff that you give in your lives and basically just piggyback off what you're saying, do the same thing in my lives.
Oh, yeah, man. And this shot looks really good. We got some comments, man. I want to get some comments, but the first thing I want to do is get that. I got my podcast logo on here. I wanted to put my podcast logo, and I wanted to put my Slow Burn logo, but hey, that's my fault, not paying attention. But anyway, I wanted to look at some comments, man, because I don't want to miss anybody. You know, we always got the preacher man up here, and the preacher man says, there's a story behind the peacock smoke. It's called Liar, Liar, Liar. Yeah, man. Preacher man, you'll tell the truth every time. We can always count on you. This is another one by the preacher man. He says, shine that light on those who are fake and poison. Yeah, we try to do that, preacher man. We try to do it in a respectful manner, in keeping with the etiquette of the community.
Absolutely.
And so I don't mind calling anybody out, preacher, but I think there's a way to do everything. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the right way. Again, I see. Initially, when I called Dre up, I told him, "Hey man, come on, bring some sticks. We'll sit here and we'll smoke it right here in front of you."
We'll tell the truth.
But he let me know.
Tell the truth.
He had some honeydews that he had to take care of after he left, so he won't be able to parlay, and he don't want to smoke a big bill, a wild bull in a hurry. He don't want to be rushed through it.
Won't do it. Won't do it.
And so as I feel this, Dre,
this cigar is smoke. You light the cigar, get your draw going. You can sit there and let that cigar idle, and you'll see very little smoke coming off that cigar. Very little. But when you draw that cigar, there go all your flavors, there go all your hints and your notes, and big, powerful, you know what I'm saying, puffs of smoke. So this cigar performs as you draw the cigar, but as soon as you let it set idle, it set there. So that means that you can take this cigar from an 1.5 hour burn to a 2.5 hour burn.
So in other words, this one just don't take off running like a what they call it, when you like a fuse. Sometimes you like those cigars
like a fuse,
and they go like a fuse, but this one,
nope.
You can slow play this one.
Yep.
And you can get it at your pace.
Smoke on demand. Smoke on demand. I stole that from Ismail, man. Appreciate that, Ismail. I stole that from Ismail. I appreciate it.
If any of you guys have any questions for Dre, as we wrap this up, go ahead and put it in your comments if you have any questions. Again, I'm with Dre Maxwell, the owner of MSquare Legends Cigars, and we are here in the alley in downtown Waco. It's not really an alley. It's really a street that they painted the street and put some murals up, man. It's a really nice, as y'all can see, and it's a really nice, it's a great place when it really cools off to probably come down here and get a smoke. We just, and so it looked like the flies just found us too while we're down there. So, but no, as I want to, as people, giving people time to ask any questions or anything like that, I want to also make it clear, you can get the wild bull delivered to you by Saturday if you go ahead and order today and you select priority shipping. We can just about get it to anybody in 3 days if you order today and you select priority shipping. Now, those who are ordered a box, we're gonna send out those boxes today. However, we don't have a lot of history with sending out boxes, and we don't know how long it's gonna take the boxes to get to you. Hopefully it won't take any longer than our packages, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm an expert on that, but I will definitely monitor that as you know, monitor the boxes and see if there's any delay. They're going the same way that all of our other cigars go. So hopefully it arrives in the same great condition and in a speedy time frame like all of our other stuff does, man. And but yeah, man, we won't make this live much longer. It don't look like anybody has any comments, but any questions. But we always want to let you know that you can always get the MSquare Legends Cigars at slowburnwaco.com. We're out of the big bill, but we have plenty of the Wild Bull 5168 in stock. And is there anything you want to wrap up with, Dre, as we close, man?
This is the first time, man, you've done a live in this capacity. So first of all, like I say, I thank you and Keisha, man, for everything that y'all have allowed me to do on y'all platform. Couldn't do half the stuff I've done without y'all. Second of all, man, my wife, my kids, my family, my mom, sister, everybody, man, all my supporters, man, y'all make this real easy for me. And I say that every time, man. I know it sounds redundant, but it's so true. And lastly, you know what I'm saying? I love my naysayers. I love the haters. Man. I'm telling you, they've never met a dude like me. The more you tell me no, the more I'm gonna prove you wrong. You know what I'm saying? You tell me you can't do it where I'm like, be done that way, because that's where I'm thinking about doing it. So look, if you have issues with anything about MSquare Legends Cigars or the product we produce, guys, I don't mind the criticism. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not being, that don't mean you did anything. You have to do, you know what I'm saying?
I want to piggyback off what you said about the criticism. Keisha and I do a business workshop called Workshop and Business Opportunity. Mm-hmm. And people from inside our community attend a 10-week workshop where we allow people to develop their business ideas. Mm-hmm. And one of the first things the CEO of the program, Steven Jackson, tells you cannot listen to naysayers. And you have to be careful who you share your vision with. Now, in the very beginning, I think you are a seasoned businessman at this point. You know that a lot of the people that's telling you that it's not possible, they ain't done nothing. So you know better than to listen to somebody that ain't done nothing. But a lot of people who share their vision, they share their vision with people who have not done nothing, but they are in their inner circle, in your close circle. And I'll tell you this, business people think different. If you are
totally different.
If you are an entrepreneur, right, it's important that you have a circle of entrepreneurs who you share your visions and ideas with that can pour into you.
Right.
And not just critique your idea. There are 1,000 ways to be successful. There's no one surefire way to be successful. But the person who picks out the reason why you're gonna fail is not the person that's for you.
True.
The person who gives you an opportunity or shows you how something can be successful, that, my friend, is a person that you need to be around, because there are many obstacles that you'll face in business, but there is no success like the success that you're experiencing right now with the Big Bill and the Wild Bull. Is taking something that was nothing. There was no MSquare Legend, there was no Big Bill, there was no Wild Bull 5168.
No.
And now you're actually sharing that with the entire world. There's no feeling like that. I can't even explain it to you. Keisha and I have done it a number of times in a number of our businesses. There's no feeling like that, and no one should be able to rob you of that feeling because you're willing to listen to the naysayer. So don't listen to them. Find somebody who is a business owner or has an entrepreneurial spirit. Share your dream with that person, and they'll push you further than what you ever thought you could go. Again, but before we wrap this up, I want you to can you tell us about what's in this stick?
Yeah, I can tell you about it. So this stick is unique in a lot of different ways. First of all, most people that do a premium cigar, premium tobacco, very seldom will add any type of infusion or flavor to the cigar. It don't happen very much. They figure if they're gonna use a 10 to 12 year aged tobacco, something else we do it, so it's not gonna be that heavy spice. I mean that heavy, it's not a heavy spice. It's more like a real light cooking spice. You know what I'm saying? And then you add that cognac to it. So you got the double Maduro wrapper. They got cognac on both wrappers. So I tell people, when you light this cigar, you know what I'm saying, don't toast the foot of it. You know what I'm saying? Take your pigtail off in a very light guillotine, staying above the cap line, and do your draw and your light at the same time. And I'm telling you, as soon as that cap, that foot open up, you're gonna taste everything on the first draw.
So that's very interesting that you pigtail one end and close the foot. Now that's something that usually doesn't happen on one cigar.
On one cigar.
Usually it's either a pigtail or a closed foot. Now, was that done to lock in the flavors that was put into the wrapper?
Right, exactly, man. I'm so glad you said that, and it does. It preserves not only the flavors of the wrapper, but it preserves the aged tobacco that's in this cigar. So this cigar is not going to perform until you do something to both ends of it.
And the other thing I think it also does, right? Whatever flavors can evaporate out of the foot, it has to be, they are re-infused
as soon as you draw it. If you like that cigar and you join it at the same time, as that foot opens, I'm telling you, you're going to get every hint, every note. You're going to get the cognac. You're going to get everything on the first draw. And from that first draw, it's continuous.
So Keisha just said, we need more Wild Bulls. So
that's a good thing.
So at the end of the day, that is a good thing, but that is something we probably need to go address. And at this point, I can't address it without him.
Hey, Keisha, I told you I'm going to pack some more boxes on this live. I told you, Keisha. Hey, man, appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all for the support. I couldn't do it without the supporters of the people out there that's actually purchasing the cigar, man. And all I can tell you, man, enjoy it and figure out what's your story behind your smoke.
All right, much love, everybody. This has been Rocky Stern.